And welcome back. It is Ray Michaels with Grassroots 50, Total News, Total News Nation Network. And we are here at America Fest 2023 with the lovely Kathleen Winn. How are you?
I'm doing great. It is so wonderful to see you and be with you.
You know, you are so elegant. Every time I see you, you're dressed to the nines, and we just thank you so much for being here. Now, Kathleen, we've known each other for quite a long time, and I understand that you are running for a very important position here in Arizona.
Yes, I'm running for CD6. It's the southeast corner of Arizona. It's a congressional district. It's 5 counties, Pinell, Pima, Graham, Greenlee, and Cochise. It is the border. I tell people it's the place where all the senators and congressmen come from all over the country to do their photo op at the border, but it is the border. It's where America is being taken over by over 166 different countries, thousands of people coming into our country each and every day.
Now, you are running against an incumbent.
Correct.
Yeah, and we don't need to necessarily say his name, but CD, Congressional District, you said number 4. Number 6, excuse me. We just had another one. So number 6. So that's a large congressional district.
Geographically, so each congressional district has the same number of people that you represent, no matter where you are in the country, but geographically, this is the 4th largest. The only district in Arizona that's bigger is Eli Cranes.
Yeah, is that CD?
CD, I don't know, it's either one
That's
or two.
all the Navajo Nation up north there,
it's just north. So Eli Cranes district and CD6 take up the whole east side of our state.
Right. I spent a lot of time down in Cochise County, lots of things going down there. So it's very big, very wide open, a lot of farming, some areas, wineries. I mean, there's a lot of things that are out there. It's just the population is not as large as a county
Cochise County is not very large, and people that come into this country don't stay there. But I live now in Pima County, and we are about an hour north of the border. And we are a drop-off point for illegal immigration, you know, with all these NGOs that are taking in the people. And unfortunately, the mayor in Tucson has treated Tucson like a sanctuary city. So we are not the final stopping point, but every time I fly, there's at least 10 to 15 illegal immigrants on the planes with their gold envelopes and their green stickers flying to other parts of the country.
Now, it's been reported that they come across the border, and some of these borders are wide open. Nobody's even there. They just literally walk across. They don't check anything. I mean, there's no verification. There's no signing in. There's no return at this time. And a lot of these NGOs, which are called non-governmental organizations, they have a lot of money, and I understand that they get maybe a phone, a plane ticket, even money.
At the end of a time, if you come across illegally and you are put into the system, you are given all of those things, and it values about $5,000.
So what about the people here in America, the U.S. citizens that need help? Are they getting anything close to that?
No, they're not. And how we're treating our homeless, our veterans, everything. These resources are intentionally being spent, I believe, to totally turn America upside down, to end this country as we know it. This administration, and unfortunately this Congress, is spending money into the future that we really don't have, and devaluating all of our money.
Well, they're spending our children's money.
Terrific.
And that is just not right.
Well, to me, it's treasonous.
It is.
And the only way we're going to change it is to get those people in Congress that will vote to do hard decisions. We cannot keep spending. I know no one likes to say no, but it's time to say no, and it's time to shrink government. We don't need a Department of Education. We don't need a Department of Labor. We don't need a Department of Energy. We have made our government so big and so bloated, we don't even know where 60% of our defense budget is right now. Think about that. Everyone wants more money for defense, and we just did some crazy thing with the NDAA, but we really don't know where that money is going. It was irresponsible of Congress to have voted for that.
Wow. You know, a lot of things are going on that we don't know about. And, you know, we talk about big government, small government. I think what it comes down to is there's
accountable government.
Accountable and limited government, right?
Yes.
We have enumerated powers. Anything that goes outside of that, you know, I love the term in the Constitution. It says any law that is passed against this is null and void.
Yeah,
Anything
against the people.
repugnant.
Yes.
Great word. Repugnant. If it's repugnant, if it's against the Constitution. So now I understand that when people are elected freshman year in Congress,
Yes.
they're all brought into a big room and the party says, you will be doing this way, and you need to follow what we tell you to do. Have you heard this?
I have heard this.
So what would your response be? Why is there this hierarchy, this oversight?
Those people, the Republican Party, will not have elected me. Who will have elected me are the people in CD6. And the job of the Congress is to represent the people. Even for senators, it's not the job. The job of the Congress, as prescribed in the Constitution, is to represent the people. Plain and simple. It's very not complex. So by them giving any direction that is contrary to that, if it's contrary to that, that already is a problem. And I will go, I may only be there for 2 years, but I will do what's right based on the law and the Constitution. And my whole mission is to shrink government and to make it safe for Americans again, and that we restore order in this country.
Now, knowing that you're in multiple counties and it's a large area, of land.
50,000 miles on my car.
So you've already put 50,000 miles on your car. Okay, so you have to get signatures from each, from the whole area.
Yes.
So how are you traveling to these small towns? How are you meeting people?
Often, and I'm doing home events, I'm doing private events, I'm working with other leaders in these communities to help them resolve issues that they have. I've worked with Sierra Vista and Cochise County. I've worked in Pinell County. You know, we had election issues. Mm-hmm. We've had taxation issues. And I've just made myself available. I've had a radio show the last year and a half, so I've brought on guests from these counties to discuss the issues that are facing them. And we've had real meaningful conversations where we've tried to clearly define a problem, because a well-defined problem is half solved. And I've watched what Congress has done, and to my chagrin, there has been less solutions offered and more infighting. I just want to go and get a job done. I don't want this job, but I see a real need to have true patriots, people that understand what this country was founded on and want to protect it at all costs.
Now, Kathleen, you believe you were called into this, right?
I do.
You didn't ask to do it. Do you need another initial at the end of your name? Do you need to make another notch and say,
No.
This is another accomplishment I've done in my life? You've lived a very full life.
I have plaques in boxes. I don't need another plaque. I don't need another award, and I am grateful for any acknowledgement or recognition of the work that I've done in my lifetime. However, this is about, putting God first in this country. He actually gave us this land, and he cares about our children. And as a mother and as a grandmother, 7 children, 18 grandchildren, I feel compelled to protect their future. I'm on Medicare now. I hate admitting that, but that's a true statement.
I know, it's hard to believe, isn't it?
I know. How did that happen?
Wait, when did this happen?
But I believe that God is calling forth an army, and that he wants us to restore order, and he wants us to make our country safe. As you know, I fight sex trafficking. I find missing children. I work with law enforcement. I've never seen it as just so overrun. The cartels have operational control of our borders.
But it's right in our face. They're
Exactly.
telling us what they're doing, and then they're saying, look, we're showing you what we're doing. You're allowing this to happen. We just have to stand up and not allow it to be happen. Well, where can they find you? Where can they find?
Winforarizona.com, and it's Win, W-I-N-N, 2 N's, the extra N, winforarizona.com.
Is the same price.
Yeah, exactly.
You get the extra N.
Yeah, we're not charging extra
how
for
about,
the extra N.
because I know you've been on the radio.
Yes.
How do they see those? Are they podcasts, videocasts?
So that is Win Tucson, W-I-N-N. Might as well take advantage of my great last name, Win Tucson. I'm on KVOI, The Voice. I will be on till December 29th, but then those shows will be available. We're going to put them on Rumble. And we do a show every Wednesday called China Watch, where we talk about where the CCP has infiltrated our country. And just to kind of tie that all up, we know that the CCP is funding the Mexican and Central American cartels, which is funneling the fentanyl and the human beings into our country. And now they're recruiting South and Central America, so Honduras, Bolivia. This is a concerted effort where the cartels really do have control.
And you will not be surprised, but many people will be surprised. All you have to do is look at some of the elected officers, the elected officials in Maricopa County and all the counties, boards of supervisors, and find out how many times they've been invited to go over to China and how buddy-buddy they are with a lot of the CCP. It's very
Well,
interesting.
And Chinese they just found a bioweapons lab in California. They are buying up land around our military bases. They produce 80% of our pharmaceuticals, besides the fact that they are sending the key ingredient for fentanyl, which has killed hundreds of thousands, mostly of our young people. There's a concerted effort to kill our next generation, and if we don't say, not on my watch, I'm standing up to this. And people that are in Congress take an oath to defend against all enemies, foreign
And
domestic. And right now, if you don't stand up, you are an enemy of the people. And that's why I'm taking this time to do this.
Amen. So Congressional District 6, this is Kathleen Winn.
Thank you.
Give her a look. Give us your website one more time.
Win4Arizona.com, CD6. Arizona needs a win.
And you're the win.
I'm the win.
Well, thanks so much for joining us here. Grassroots 50, Total News, Total News Nation Network. I'm Ray Michaels, and until next time, we'll see you real soon.